Wonderful atmosphere here. And it has been a season that Yorkshire can remember. Bradford's wonderful victory over Arsenal, and Leeds United repeat that feat tonight. So Leeds take on the champions of Europe, but don't expect them to be intimidated. In the last couple of years, they've won at Manchester United, drawn away to Arsenal and Spurs, and this season they've beaten Everton and Southampton in cup ties. There's no inferiority complex here, and with an experienced lineup like this, why should there be? There's plenty of Premier League know-how in their ranks, and the attacking trio of Luciano Becchio, El Hadji Diouf and Jerome Thomas is capable of causing problems for any opposition. To add to the possibility of an upset tonight, Chelsea come here with a weakened team. Gary Cahill, Ramirez and John Obi Mikel all suspended. John Terry, just the man they could have done with for a game like this, out injured. There are places for fringe players Ryan Bertrand and Marco Marin, who makes his first start since joining in the summer from Werder Bremen. Weakened it may be, but it's still a Chelsea lineup bristling with expensive international talent. Ashley Cole and Eden Hazard are the standout names on the Chelsea subs bench, which also includes 3 inexperienced youngsters. Well, Leeds have a team packed with well-known names. Neil Warnock is the kind of man you would want inspiring you with his team talk tonight. The only player who's figured in every game for Leeds this season is in fact teenager Sam Barrow-Mallon. I know you've been impressed with him.
Yeah, everything I've seen of him and heard of him tells me that he is Premier League quality. As you say, just a teenager, but he enjoys the game. I don't think he'll be fazed by anything tonight. He's going to be up against the likes of Marco Marin, maybe Victor Moses as well, so a great test of the youngster.
Leeds in the quarter-final of this competition for the first time in 17 years. And incidentally, the last time they went all the way to the final before losing against Aston Villa at Wembley. Andre Mariner, the man in charge. Surprisingly, Leeds have won this trophy only once before. That was way back in 1968, and it was their first major cup success. Chelsea will get us underway, appearing in the quarter-final for the 5th time in the last 7 seasons. Chelsea all in blue, Leeds in their iconic all-white kit, and straight onto the attack with El Hadji Diouf and Becchio combining as they've done so successfully already this season. Thomas down the left-hand side, the 3rd man in that attacking trio, but are certainly capable of causing problems to the Chelsea defence. Makeshift defence in a way. No John Terry, of course. But he is here tonight to support his teammates. Travelled up with the squad, having, of course, missed the trip to Japan.
We'd expect a quick start from Leeds. Try and get the ball in behind Chelsea, turn the visiting back 4, win some corners, maybe win some long throw-ins, get the ball in the box, force Chelsea to defend early on here.
Leeds straight out of the blocks here. They have knocked out Premier League clubs in the previous 2 rounds, remember, beating Everton 2-1 and Southampton 3-0, both games here. In fact, remarkably, Leeds' last 12 ties in the competition have seen them drawn at home no fewer than 11 times. Mata for Chelsea has had such a superb season, but gives it away here. Now gets it back and given away to El Hadji Diouf. Mata with the challenge.
A lot of these Chelsea players wouldn't know too much about Ellen Road, but they will do now. I remember the first time I played here, it was the best, the noisiest atmosphere I'd come across just before kick-off, the whistling, the shouting. It was deafening, and I think the Chelsea players might have taken 1 or 2 aback that this is a championship team, but can't generate some noise, these supporters and these Leeds players can give any team a test when they're at it.
And Lampard helping it out to that far side, and plenty in the middle here for Chelsea. They came back towards Torres. There was a handball spotted by referee Mariner. Well, Neil Warnock allegedly still holds against Rafa Benitez, dating back to when Warnock was manager of Sheffield United and they were relegated from the Premier League. He blamed Liverpool for fielding their weakened team against Fulham that season, which he felt contributed to Sheffield United going down. But there was a handshake, as you saw, not the warmest perhaps, just before kick-off. Thomas, who's on loan from West Bromwich Albion, finding his way down that left touchline and finding it blocked. Green dispossessed by Oscar. Now Juve, cleverly done by Juve. Vecchio and Green both in the centre.
One or two good signs for Leeds. They're getting the foot in the middle of the park. But they've got a couple of real competitors in Brown and Tongue in central midfield, and you just wonder whether their energy and physical capabilities can overpower the likes of Juan Mata and Oscar if it comes down to a battle of power and muscle and tempo.
They conceded a couple of early goals when they played against Manchester United in this competition last season. Very keen to get off on the right footing here tonight. And Luis has helped them by conceding that throw, which will be taken by Sam Byron, the 19-year-old. His first season in the first team, and he hasn't missed a single game. Oscar gets it out to Torres. Torres trapped by Tom Lees. And a good challenge by the centre-back. He's alongside Jason Pearce here tonight. We've got Alan Tate on loan from Swansea, but he's not eligible to play in this competition.
Yeah, we'll be looking forward to it. I'm sure those two centre-halves up against famous striker and Torres, see how they measure up. Good start from Tom Lees there.
Ball again by him, but it's been given away to Moses. And now Mata. Mata gets away from Brown. Lampard called for the early ball. And an early touch for Jamie Ashdown in the Leeds goal.
Interesting role for Oscar today, just in that holding position next to Frank Lampard, but he did go forward. He's not what you would naturally associate with a holding player. He's going to use his positioning and technical ability tonight, you would imagine.
Marin winning the throw for Chelsea on that far side. His first start after a handful of substitute appearances, one of them in this competition. When Chelsea beat Wolves 6-0, both teams have been high scoring in the competition this season. Leeds have averaged 3 goals a game to get to this stage. Vecchio going up high there with Ivanovic. Now Luis for Chelsea, looking for Torres down the centre. Marin just behind him. And keeps it in play, the Germany international. And gets it back again. Lay off to Oscar. And the shot blocked by Leeds. There's Juve. No foul. And here's Victor Moses in a good position. And an early test for Ashdown.
Yeah, lovely ball in from Oscar. Saw it early. Picked it out extremely well. Getting closed down quickly, that's a beautiful pass. Catches it well enough, Victor Moses. That all came about, that attack, originally from a long ball into Fernando Torres, which Neil Warnock won't be happy about. That's how they gained ground, Chelsea.
Luis and Ivanovic have come forward for this opening corner of the game. And Ivanovic just missed out. But here's Lampard. Back to Bertrand, who played in both the previous ties in the competition. Ashley Cole doesn't usually get an outing in the League Cup. Marin, cleverly done. And the layoff finds Lampard. And Leeds just about scramble it clear. Bertrand sliding in. Luis has remained forward and carelessly gives it away. Clearance by Lee Peltier, the Leeds United captain.
Yeah, a little tumble in the middle there. Lampard tussle with, I think it was Michael Tongue.
Michael Tongue and Michael Brown, a very experienced partnership in the centre of midfield for Leeds United.
Well, the early signs are that Chelsea are up for the fight. They've been nice and sharp into the challenge, getting to the ball quickly.
Oscar. The first time he's given it away in these early exchanges. A good turn there by Jerome Thomas. Go into Leeds, who are exactly halfway in the Championship table, but they're now only 4 points off the playoff places after winning 4 of their last 5 games. On by Becchio, and then cleared by Ivanovic. Pearce heads it out, and Peltier helping it on again towards Becchio. Leeds United's leading scorer, adjudged to have backed in then.
Yeah, he's up against a tough cookie, isn't he, in Ivanovic, who's not going to back down in any physical scrap.
Lampard, who was the only Chelsea player that played the last time the clubs met in the League Cup 11 years ago. Poor ball there. Luis had to be quick and then skillful. And the flag has gone up for offside against Torres.
They did Bertrand a favour there, David Luiz, getting his left back out of trouble, getting his team out of trouble with some nifty footwork.
In the centre of midfield in the Club World Cup competition against Monterrey, and then reverted to the centre of defence for the final against Corinthians.
Yeah, I quite like the look of him in central midfield there. He looked comfortable and he looked dangerous going forward. Maybe something for Benitez to think about in the longer term.
Juve heads on to Green. Bertrand quick to close him down. And that was a late challenge by Lampard, and the referee has given the free kick.
Bowen saw it coming, just helping it around the corner before the challenge of Lampard's arrived. Good quick feet from the youngster. Chance for Leeds to load it into the box. There's going to be plenty of chat in the middle of the park there with Tongue and Brown. Lampard already's come across one or both of them in this match.
Juve to deliver. It's a little bit of quality they were looking for, and the header back across goal could easily have been tapped in if anyone had been quick enough to react. Becchio with the header.
Yeah, and pretty much a comfortable header. Unchallenged at that far post. So he got one man really to aim at. They are dangerous from those set pieces, the more the better as far as Neil Warnock's concerned. Chances to get the ball into the box there.
Oscar, Luis. Now Ivanovic, who's proved very valuable to Chelsea this season, both at right back and the position he's playing in tonight in the middle. Looking to spread it here wide to Victor Moses.
They do play a few more longer balls under Rafa Benitez. It has to be said, they did over in Japan up towards Fernando Torres, trying to get from back to front a little quicker than they did under Di Matteo.
Tonight, incidentally, is Chelsea's 10th game in just over a month. They had that long trip, of course, and a week in Japan. And they've got 5 games to come over the holiday period as well, so this is really going to test their squad. Luis for them. And finally the free kick is given. And Brown, always a spiky character, gets involved again.
Nice good play by David Luiz. Determined play as well. Wasn't going to be knocked off that ball.
Luiz trying to spread it wide to Marin, but overhit that. An interesting night in the boardroom. Ken Bates was chairman of Chelsea for 21 years before he sold out to Roman Abramovich some 9 years ago now. He's still got a penthouse apartment, incidentally, at Stamford Bridge. Just in front of him there, two representatives of the Middle East company that Mr. Bates is currently in the process of selling Leeds United to. He will stay on as chairman and then become president. And that deal is due to be completed later this week.
It's quick feet by Juan Mata there that caught out Michael Tongue. Tongue gave away the free kick, catching the Spaniard.
Luiz and Ivanovic join Torres and co again for this set piece. Proving he can defend as well as attack.
Most of the Leeds players there just drawn towards the ball. David Luiz had held his position at the far post. He was in acres, actually.
Ivanovic comes to meet it near post. Played by Becchio again. Now Jude for Leeds. Thomas down the left. Green making ground in the centre. And Juve calling for the ball back again. Oh, that was disappointing. Easy interception by Oscar. Juve. The referee says that Lampard got the ball. Well, he allowed play to go on and then must have got a signal, I guess, from his assistant, because he's not only brought it back for a free kick, but he's shown Lampard a yellow card. Yeah,
I just wonder whether the linesman had a word in his mic, because he seemed to wave play on, didn't he? But Frank Lampard had that earlier challenge on Sam Byron. That is a foul, there's no question about it. Coming in from behind, catches the player before the ball. He's pumped up for this one, Frank.
The full 90 minutes against Corinthians, but of course he's been out for a long time with a calf injury, so 2 games in quick succession, asking a lot of him. And Juve delivers into the crowd again towards Becchio, but easy for Czech this time. Ivanovic. To Luis, and a touch for Petr Cech, who has twice been a winner in this competition in his Chelsea career. Lampard closed down here and has given it away to El Hadj Diouf.
It's a very similar method. When Cech got it, the two centre-halves split extremely wide. Lampard coming through the middle to try and get it into feet.
Now to Leeds though, with Moses in possession. Bypasses Lampard this time. Mata onto Marin. Oh, and the deflection almost took it to the toe of Fernando Torres.
I think that's where Chelsea are going to be at their most dangerous, when Leeds do commit men forward and they get caught on the counter. Chelsea got more than enough players to hit them in that method. A little lucky there, Leeds.
Torres certainly has improved his strike rate since Rafa Benitez took over, and he is leading scorer for Chelsea this season, but he missed chances certainly against Corinthians at the weekend. Chelsea, in their absence in Japan, have now slipped to 3rd in the Premier League. They're 13 points behind the leaders Manchester United, and that gap could grow to 16 points before they play at home to Aston Villa on Sunday. There's a mistake that led to Czech's earlier. So a difficult period for Ivanovic and his teammates.
It's that kind of surface though, the ball might slip off the boot once or twice. You've got to make sure the contact is just right.
Ivanovic again. Luis under pressure from Juve.
really a night to be playing around at the back. So slippy out there.
Brown on a brilliant run there and earns a free kick, foul by Oscar.
It's a different type of player he's going to come up against here, Oscar. The likes of Michael Brown.
Juve taking charge for all the set pieces, it seems.
Well, they got the head to the last couple of free kicks, Leeds.
And towards Pierce.
And the third one as well. One or two warning signs for Chelsea when Leeds do deliver the ball in. Remember Vecchio getting his head to the ball at the far post. The easiest one, he's got to kind of twist the neck. It's coming from right at him.
Jason Pierce was Neil Warnock's first signing for Leeds. Brown hooks it on. Louise intercepts. A good ball, even though Peltier was claiming offside there. It's not been given, and he's got to get on with defending here as the cross came in towards Torres. Bertrand. Moses. Lampard. Now Ivanovic. Torres. Torres turns into trouble. Juve seeing a lot of the ball early on, a very influential figure, of course, for Leeds United, as you would expect for a man with so much Premier League experience. He actually won this competition when he was at Liverpool 9 years ago now.
You want to see the ball a little bit higher up the pitch than that. He's due a goal as well, hasn't scored from open play since late October.
Torres. Leeds have a man down injured here. I think it's Brown.
Well, it's one matter the closest to him, and just nudging towards Michael Brown into his body, stroke face. Difficult to get an idea from that distance whether he did actually catch him in the face, but already there's been plenty of verbals between Brown and the Chelsea players. Lampard has been amongst it. The ref will have to keep an eye on that area of the pitch.
Brown already involved in one or two tussles. Played against Chelsea, incidentally, for Portsmouth in the FA Cup final a couple of years ago. The Chelsea captain being watched by his dad tonight, and Frank Worthington, one of the great characters of football in recent eras, alongside Lampard Senior.
Elvis, Frankie boy, what a player.
What a character as well. I think he made more money on the after-dinner circuit than he did at playing, did he? Bertrand. Shaking off the challenge from Oscar. Brown. Thomas. Going for Juve. Difficult ball for him to control, though. Brown again.
Finding it hard, Leeds, to play their football in the attacking third. They've had their set pieces and got the ball into the box, but Chelsea keeping them at bay at the moment.
for Bertrand, who took that well. And it's a dangerous crossing. It comes to Victor Moses. Well, there was a big appeal from the Chelsea players for a penalty, nothing given. Now Lampard. Moses is there again. And a good save by Ashton.
Really nice effort. Convinced, though, he got clipped as he went into the box. One of those where Michael Byrne might have just clipped a heel and his two legs tangled together, Moses. I don't think the ref got a good enough view, or certainly wasn't clear about it. That's why he couldn't give it.
Leeds deal with the threat from the corner. And Lampard with a missed kick. Gets away with it, however. Leeds defending well here. And could break dangerously with Jerome Thomas, who's got pace. Juice down the centre. And the ball not quite good enough to pick him out.
No, they need better than that from Jerome Thomas. A little bit wasteful early on here, the left winger.
There's his clearance. Byron. Brown. Away by Ivanovic. Having a good battle here with Luiz. Bertrand cleaning up behind the Brazilian centre-back. Not the best clearance from Czech, however, he's got away with it. Poor control by Brown. Appears to take on Torres here. And eventually gets the better of him.
It's got a good edge to it, this game, as we thought it might have. Plenty going on out there.
Leeds with an excellent home record this season. They've won 10 out of 15 games in all competitions at Ellen Road. Just 3 defeats. And at home again on Saturday, a big game in the Championship against Middlesbrough. Under pressure here, though. Torres and Moses await the cross. And Torres with a poor first touch this time. Back to Mata. Brilliantly done by Juan Mata.
That was brilliant. Sold his man oh so easily on the edge of the box there. Michael Brown committed. Did him like a kid.
Good work by Pearce. Lampard. Oscar. It's a good spell this for the Premier League side. Luiz. Chelsea bidding to reach their 11th semi-final in this competition. A very impressive record. Torres given offside again.
Oh, Moses was convinced that he got either tucked back or his heels were clipped. Brown does briefly get hold of the right shoulder of Moses. I think that's what causes him to go down once he feels that tug on his shoulder. Is that enough for a penalty? The ref thought not. It's a decent enough shot then by Moses, and good save.
Offside.
They are up for this, Chelsea. They're matching Leeds for endeavour, for attitude and commitment, and their superior quality at the moment is having an effect. Certainly looking a more dangerous team. Good stats for the visitors. Looking more likely to score.
Pursuing that free kick, but it was always going to beat him. Great to see this ground full again. Leeds champions of England 20 years ago now, and of course they reached the semi-finals of the Champions League once. Gary McAllister, one of the great former players, league title winner back in 1992, the season before the Premier League was launched. Ivanovic's clearance, Peltier knocks it back in. And a slip there by Ivanovic, Luis covering well. Here's Juve. Should open up for Green. He wants it back again. It goes to Byram. Leeds.
Not got too many options on the ball, Leeds, when they have got it in Chelsea's half. Chelsea working very hard to close down the gaps.
Juve. Byram. Two in the middle, one of them is Green. Thomas came in from the left flank, but Lampard clears for Chelsea. Torres with the header. And that turns out to be a good ball by Pearce. Green goes near post, Thomas behind him. Corner for Leeds.
Oscar's done well there for his team up against Becchio. Didn't commit himself, stood up. This is where Leeds might fancy the chances though. They've got plenty of height and power. Some determined characters there, the two centre-halves.
Came in a little short though. The danger hasn't gone yet. Brown. Seem to waste an opportunity there, Leeds, all the way back to goalkeeper Ashdown. Ivanovic clears. Brown. Oscar picks up the loose ball. Murray. There's Mata. Lampard. Ryan Bertrand. Mata takes over. Oscar. And he wants it back and gets it. And it's another corner.
Really difficult for Leeds. They're chasing shadows at times. The Chelsea midfield just too good. Too clever. Likes of Tongue and Byrne finding it extremely difficult.
Luis tried to make some contact. Back to Oscar. Back again to Marine. Torres beaten to it by Lees. Now Luis with the shot. And Byram completes the clearance. Bertrand. Oscar. Ivanovic has remained forward, but given the ball away here. Good covering by Azpilicueta. Quite a long run in the side of late, the Spaniard. His debut for Chelsea in this competition against Wolves. He scored 6 goals in that game, then 5 against Manchester United in a terrific tie at Stamford Bridge. And remarkably, Chelsea have had 10 different goal scorers already in this season's competition. Poor throw, given away to Oscar. But presented back to Leeds briefly. Azpilicueta clears again.
Just difficult for Leeds to build up any sustained pressure, build up a head of steam, try and get the crowd behind them. Can't get the ball into the strikers with any good service, allow the team to shift up and play their football in dangerous areas.
Leeds get this throw. Flicked on by Juve. Made about 20-30 yards down that left touch line. Juve again. Green coming in to meet it, far post.
And that's what they haven't had so far, Leeds. Bit of quality service from the flanks. Green hasn't been able to deliver from the right, and Thomas hasn't, but this time Diouf can. And when they can, they do look dangerous. In those aerial challenges, Leeds look capable of competing at least.
Bertrand. Lampard. There's Oscar. Equator, Mata, Bertrand. Luiz takes it on. Ivanovic. And he just decided to keep going and delivers the shot over.
Well, why wouldn't he, when an almighty gap opened up in front of him, and he had 15 yards to stride into. Look at that, nobody wants to engage him. No question, it might have hit Ryan Bertrand's arm as he went up there, challenging with Green. He did hit it. The arm is naturally up in trying to gain some leverage. Would have been a harsh decision, I think.
Becchio. Juve fails to find Green, but Luiz finds touch, so Leeds keep on the front foot. Their throw. Remind, by the way, that we have to have a result tonight. Extra time and penalties are scheduled if needed. As Leeds knocks it long, and Ruiz didn't really judge that.
Might have just got a shout from his keeper.
David Luiz again for Chelsea. Torres. Oscar. Luiz. Took a long time to make up his mind, and when he did, he chose the wrong decision. And that has got Chelsea in trouble as Thomas crosses to Becchio! To dream. Leeds United take the lead against the champions of Europe.
Well, I'm talking about Chelsea's counter-attacking abilities. What about that? For a goal on the break. Clinical in the extreme from Leeds. David Luiz going for Sam Byram does ever so well just to anticipate and get his head in the way. But from that point on, he just about managed to stay onside Jerome Thomas. It's a good pass in, and what a finish from Becchio. Never looked likely to miss the Argentine there. Really calm, clean finish from the striker. And it's their first real attack of any note. And what an attack.
The Argentines' 16th goal of the season. 3 of them have come in the Capital One Cup. And that's one he'll never forget.
Not always easy when you're travelling at pace. He's run a lot of yards to get into that position. You just have to calm your body down, relax as the ball's coming in, make sure you get good control on the shot. He did just that, Becchio.
Well, he's a hugely popular player here. They brought him in from the lower leagues in Spain 4 or 5 years ago now. And he has delivered, as Oscar tries to do here for Chelsea up first.
Wow, his team were in control, well in control. Haven't looked troubled at the back, apart from a couple of free kicks.
That one error by David Luiz, and sadly, you have to say, it's something he is guilty of occasionally.
He'd had a good game up until then. 9 times out of 10. Kind of pass when it's cut out will just fizzle out, but Leeds strode forward and picked the passes extremely well.
Urgent response now from Chelsea. Oscar dispossessed though. It was a good challenge by Tom. Byron. Juve. And Becchio chases again with Luiz. Came off his knee. Leeds in the driving seat. Byron. Here's Brown. Pierce. Becchio did well, but Lampard dispossesses him. Azpilicueta. Picks out Mali. Lampard.
That's a challenge now for Chelsea. Ellen Road is alive.
Is the target here. Byram seems to have things under control though, or does he? Moses just nips in ahead of him and finds Bertrand. Luiz. These fans taunting Rafa Benitez now, suggesting he'll get sacked in the morning. Well, with Abramovich, you're never quite sure. Bertrand. Moses. Dangerous enough cross. And it's deflected out to Torres. And now to Frank Lampard. That's a good effort. And Ashdown had to be quick to his right to save it.
Yeah, he's got that great ability to just make the ball bounce in front of a keeper. Frank Lampard.
Good cup tie now. Lampard has it again. Mata. Azpilicueta free to his right, and he's picked him out. And that's wasteful by the Spanish fullback.
Well, you expect much better, don't you? He had about 3 players in the box. This was a good shot from Frank Lampard. There's been a response from Chelsea. They've been stung by that goal. Awkward one for Jamie Ashdown. As the ball slides off the turf. Skipper for the night. They'll be rallying the troops now, these few minutes before half-time, see if they can get something back. Well in charge in most areas, Chelsea.
Gun-faced John Terry looks on from the Chelsea bench. Back training again now. Still not quite sure when he will be available for selection, though. Ivanovic had to be quick there with Becchio breathing down his neck. Luiz. And the flag goes up here. Moses didn't hear it or see it. Didn't hear the whistle, that is, or see the flag.
I'm assuming he's giving it on Torres. Yeah, the linesman just said that. He was coming back from an offside position. There's not a lot in it, but maybe just. It's an extremely tight one.
Green heads on. And Becchio keeps it alive.
Need a bit more of Torres. He's got to battle his centre halves a bit better. Hasn't held the ball up as well as he might have. Maybe a physical tussle up there, up against Leeds and Pearce. He's got to match them in that area.
Green, here's Juve, onto Becchio. Green well placed in the centre. Becchio had to turn away though to keep possession. Tong. Green still battling for it, and his presence earns a corner for Leeds.
It was a nice ball in that. Needed defended.
Both forward for Leeds United. Two big, strong, physical centre-backs. Juve. Good ball in as well, and it was a chance for Leeds.
Well, Juve had a couple of Chelsea players in front of him there, and I just think they've got to do a bit more to stop the cross coming in. Get a little bit closer. Really, he was able to swing one in under no pressure. And that's a good chance for Tom Lees just before half-time. Really good chance.
Leeds did score in the second round against Oxford and hasn't found the net since. More live football coming your way here on Sky Sports on Friday. Big game from the Championship, that. Blackpool against Wolves, live from 7:30 on Sky Sports 2 HD. And then another game from that division, Crystal Palace take on Huddersfield on Saturday, 5 o'clock. We're into 3 minutes stoppage time here, as Oscar takes Chelsea forward. His feet taken, referee well placed to give the free kick against Brown.
No question, it's a foul.
Over the ball here for Chelsea. It's Lampard who goes for goal, and Ashdown again forced to make the save. That's 3 times that he has denied Chelsea in this half. And Leeds United's #2 keeper, who's yet to make his league debut for them, has proved his worth tonight.
Well, it's 35 yards out here, Frank Lampard. It's a fantastic effort. It's got real dip on it. And again, just dropping in front of the keeper. This time just on the volley, but it's an excellent stop from Ashdown. Might have been just creeping in that corner.
Paddy Kenny's the #1, but he's on the bench tonight because Ashdown has played in most of the League Cup ties. Luis. Moses with the layoff. Might have slipped at the vital moment though. Chet looking for Torres down the centre. Pearce with the header, and it's picked up by Juan Mata. Marine. That's what Leeds didn't want. They conceded a corner in the final seconds of the half.
down the sides quite a few times. Chelsea haven't made the most of those opportunities.
Louise went for it. Leeds get it away. And Juve with a strange clearance, but an effective one, picking out Thomas. I'm not sure that was exactly what he meant in. Free kick goes against Juve. Louise. And there is the half-time whistle. Luciano Becchio with the only goal of the half. A very well-taken effort after David Luiz had given the ball away. And that will make Ken Bates' half-time tipple that much more enjoyable, I'm sure. His team from the Championship lead his former club from the Premier League by 1-0.